Hey guys, it's Klutch. I've got some more battles from last season. Tomorrow I'll be actually posting a video with all the decks you guys created and wanted to see. The top 3 decks with the most likes will be the 3 that I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and do 1 battle of each in a video tomorrow for 3 battles total. And we're going to jump into this video, and this first person is against a Hog Sparky user. Haven't really seen many of those before, but props to him on the unique deck that he has. Easily take care of those goblins with my fire spirits, and we're going to go ahead and tornado and ice spirit all this and let the fire spirits do their work while his hog rider doesn't even get any damage whatsoever. Keep with the normal tactics, put the miner in the back while the fire spirits are approaching. We'll go ahead and give that collector a nice fireball to weaken it, and we're already looking like we're off to a good start. At this point, we can just sit back and relax, let our elixir build all the way up, and this is where we realize we're playing against a Sparky user. They're not very common, especially not up here, but hey, to those that use it still, good for them. I always loved seeing a unique deck. Now we're going to use the Ice Spirit to slow everything down, tornado it together, that way we can save the zap for the Sparky. He is going to catch us with the freeze off guard, but luckily for us, it only takes out our troops, and he didn't use the freeze on our tower to actually get damage there. I used the furnace to distract, so he wouldn't get any damage on my tower, and we can just kind of sit back and recuperate and kind of think of a new strategy since we're going against a weird Hog Rider Sparky deck. Now we're going to take out the Elixir Collector and his Barbarians, which is a big positive Elixir trade for us since we lost a little bit of Elixir there when we gave him that free furnace shot. Now here we get to just build up our Elixir again. We'll use the Executioner to take out everything and tornado it to the center. That way we can get both towers working. I'll drop the Ice Spirit behind the Executioner, so after I zap the Sparky, I can freeze it, and I can get even more damage on it than I did before. He's going to go ahead and take out my Miner, but I'll fireball his Sparky to ensure that it disappears, and now my Ice Wizard is free to get pummeled by a bunch of Barbarians. But that works out perfect because I can drop the Furnace after that, which will take care of the Barbarians, while also distracting his Hog Rider, allowing for my Executioner to do damage and both towers to hit his Hog Rider. At this point, I'm expecting his Sparky Freeze technique, so I will send my Miner, my Zap, and my Fireball all down on his tower and on his Sparky to completely eliminate that before he even gets a chance to freeze any of my troops. At this point in the match, my whole goal is to just kind of keep his troops slowed down. There's not much health left on his tower, so I'll just keep with my Miner, Fireball, and Zap direct damage until I take his tower finally at the end. It was definitely a fun battle all the way till the end. He gives me the rage face, I give him a good game, well played by him. Did like his unique deck. It's not something you actually see often, so it's always more fun playing matches against decks like those. This guy that I played here, he was using a Golem P.E.K.K.A deck. It's kind of heavy, but against certain players, it can work off in the long run. Unfortunately for him, this exact match, it didn't work out for him at all. So we're going to put the Executioner in the back, let him walk up. We're going to give the Furnace out there to kind of do a little bit of damage. Ice Spirit to freeze his P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to tornado his P.E.K.K.A to the center. That way I can get both towers attacking it and the Furnace, and he won't be focused in on my Executioner. Now I have the Golem to deal with, and this should be an interesting match, needless to say. His tower slowly picks off my Executioner without me doing too much damage to it. So we're going to put our Ice Wizard down to slow down, and our Executioner will get back out. Luckily, he's got everything kind of clumped together. I'll use my furnace as a distraction from the witch, and I'll freeze it with the ice spirit just long enough for me to take out the skellies and the golemites and get rid of that witch before he can do any actual damage to my tower. Now it's my turn to go on the offense, and we're going to see what exactly he can do to counter my troops. He's going to use his P.E.K.K.A. as his primary defense as well. So we'll put the Ice Wizard at its farthest point to distract it and slow it down while we get our towers targeting the P.E.K.K.A. and my Executioner to take out the Mega Minion, or as one of my clanmates call it, the Mega Bird. We'll get our Executioner and our Furnace going, and we'll get those Fire Spirits right behind the Executioner. Looks like he's going to make a nice golem push here, and he's probably going to have his P.E.K.K.A. behind it. We'll put our Ice Spirit in the back, and our Miner on the tower with a Fireball on top of those Barbarians, and get a little bit of damage on him while we wait and build up Elixir. Now we're going to put our Ice Wizard and our Executioner down, and tornado the entire group of incoming troops he has, so now he only has the Golem and the P.E.K.K.A. left. And we'll slowly start defending all of this. We'll use another Furnace to kind of distract and use its splash damage while we send the Miner down with a Fireball on top. So we're slowly just kind of pecking away at his tower while he's trying to make one final push. But at this point, with my Ice Wizard and my Ice Spirit, I can slow him down enough to where he won't be able to actually do anything. And with me only having 297 damage left on his tower, I can get a Fireball on there and call it good game. Now, this next battle that we're about to get into, I'm really excited about because it's the first and only time I've ever faced another Klutch, and as we all know, there can only be one. So immediately upon seeing his name, I was really excited. I wish that Clash Royale would offer us some different type of emojis or emotes. Like maybe they should give us like an entire list, and we can pick 8 from the list, because I would love to be able to say, hey, cool nickname, man. So we start this push off with our Miner going down range with the Ice Spirit behind. We notice that we're playing another Golem user, and we're going to just try our best to kind of chip away and peck away that damage. We'll use the Furnace and the Executioner to defend this push. He follows up with the Elite Barbarians, which will tornado with the Baby Dragon and get everything together, and then use the Ice Spirit to stop the movement. And we'll just take out his Golem with both towers. So at this point, we'll start our counter push by sending our Miner down range. We know he likes to defend with the skeletons, so we'll wait. We don't see any skeletons yet, so we're not going to worry about zapping anything, and we'll just chip away with the Miner while the Executioner deals with the Mega Bird. He's going to put his Elixir Collector down, so we'll go ahead and put the Fireball on top of that with our Ice Wizard in the back. And now we'll just kind of wait and see what he does. He's going to start another Golem push, and we're going to just build our Elixir, and we'll go ahead and put our Executioner in the back. That way, he'll give his Golem enough time to cross over the bridge, and we'll just kind of build up some Elixir while we wait. We'll put our Furnace to distract and pull his Golem. We'll use the Tornado to pull everything together, including his Elite Barbarians that he just dropped. And we'll use the Ice Wizard and the Ice Spirit to slow everything down. We're kind of hesitating here a little bit on what our move should be. And because of that hesitation, we kind of allow him to cluster everything together and get a little bit of damage on our tower because we were being indecisive on our moves. But that's no problem. We were still able to stop him from taking the tower, though he did get a lot of damage on it. We're going to make sure he doesn't get any more damage, and we're going to try and take out his tower at this point. When you're indecisive like I was there, it causes you to waste Elixir, you don't get your troops down fast enough, and it's really one of the worst things you can do while playing the game. You should at least drop something and not sit there and go back and forth between your troops and let your collection of elixir just sit there and build up and not gain any more. So now that we've kind of figured out what the play is, we'll use the Ice Spirit to freeze everything. We'll tornado it all together and allow for our Ice Wizard and our Executioner to completely obliterate his supporting troops while we distract his baby dragon with our other Executioner and we get our miner downrange doing damage. We put the Ice Spirit to freeze his Mega Minion and we take out his Elite Barbarians with our two Executioners and our Ice Wizard. We get another miner down range and we fireball his archers, and at this point we're slowly chipping it away to the point it is one hit and it's good game. Now, as we all know, there can only be one Klutch, and luckily I was the Klutch that came out the victor in this match. I hope you all enjoyed my video. If you did, like and subscribe so we can get to that 1,000 man tournament. Have a great day.